it's cold, man. Alright, I'll be with you in a sec. Oh. Is it me or is it just getting colder and colder each day now? Where's my channel on there? Okay, that's weird. Right. Nearly with you. Right, so I was meant to go out today, but I didn't get no sleep last night. I just could not sleep. You know, I was so tired, but I couldn't sleep. And I was planning to go to my permission today, but it kind of like didn't happen. And the weather's, you know, was meant to have been okay. It's just meant to be like kind of cloudy. So I've got to keep an eye on the text messages from kids because they're coming up tomorrow. Yeah, I just could not sleep at all last night. You know, every time I think about going out, you know, and planning to do things, it seems to be very hard for me to stop concentrating what I'm thinking about and get to sleep, you know, kind of thing. So, let's say like this morning, I don't think I actually got to sleep till about 7 o'clock. And that's the time I was actually planning to go out because I wanted to get up to my permission very early. But I knew if I, you know, kind of went out, I'd be too tired of doing digging. No, my phone's playing around. I don't know why. So today's kind of like metal detecting on my permission got cancelled. At my own fault. So because I did not get no sleep whatsoever. So what I'm planning to do is do a 3-day marathon. Hello, Michael. If I can afford it, that is. What I want to do is I'm meeting up with Alan tomorrow, and we're going to go to the same location we went to last time to do some metal detecting, but we're going to go a little bit further to the left from where we was. I don't tell people where we're going anymore because you know, people are just being sarcastic and stupid, saying, "Oh, I'm going to report you," even if we got permission or not, you know, kind of thing. And it's not so much threatening to report us, you know, it's threatening they're going to come and like steal our permissions and stuff like that, you know, kind of thing. So we tend to keep our permissions and where we're going to go, our location's very quiet now. Even when we do magnet fishing, we're going to keep that a bit quiet, I think, from now on. Because you know, when we went there last time, we done a bit of magnet fishing and metal detecting, and we weren't getting nothing with our magnet. I know Adam got a few you know, like strips of barbed iron kind of thing, but that's all we was getting, you know. So I think someone's been hitting our location very hard. So anytime we go magnet fishing, we keep that quiet, as well as our metal detecting. We keep that quiet. But we are going to go out tomorrow. It's all been planned. I've got to be home by 6 because my kids are coming around to see me because they're actually going to go on holiday next week. And next week, Monday the 2nd December, is my birthday. So they're coming tomorrow because otherwise they're going to miss my birthday. Not that I'm too worried about it because my birthday's just a normal bloody day for me, kind of thing. Just like Christmas, New Year, any kind of bank holidays. Just a normal day for me today, to be honest with you. I don't celebrate any kind of like bank holidays or Christmas or New Year's or anything like that. I'm happy enough sitting indoors, moping and just sitting here watching TV. But I've decided that what I want to try to do, if I've got enough funds on my card tomorrow, my travel card, I want to do a 3-day marathon doing metal detecting. So I'll be going out with Alan tomorrow. That'll be day 1. Day 2, which will be Saturday, I believe, will be my permission. And day 3, which will be a Sunday, I'll be going to another location, which I won't say where. So it's going to be like a 3-day kind of like marathon. How many hours I'm going to be doing depends. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Tomorrow, I reckon we'll probably be doing at least 3 to 4 hours, me and Alan. Probably about 3, actually, because we've got to consider about, what time it gets dark now. And we don't want to be, like, getting lost where we're going tomorrow. And it'll be a bit of a problem trying to find a way out to the main road and getting the bus back. So we'll probably be doing that 3 hours maybe tomorrow. Saturday, I'll be getting my permission. I'm going to try to get there kind of early for about 9 o'clock if I can get some sleep tomorrow night and do at least 4 hours there. I was thinking about doing a bit more, but I want to leave there a bit early because I want to go to somebody's house where I spoke to last time. Guy called Dan said he had like 20 acres of land, and I gave him my details and asked him if think it over and contact me, but I've had no contact from him as of yet. So I'm going to go back to the place where I spoke to him. Now there is land where he was, but that is kind of like rented from the council. But he did say he's got 20 acres of his own private land. So I'm really trying to get onto that. He seemed like an okay guy, but he's someone who owns a farm and does other kind of stuff during these daytime. I reckon it's going to be very hard for him to even remember like someone like me asking him to get permission on his land. So I may leave early tomorrow, Saturday, on my permission, and try to go back down and see if the guy's there and have another word with him. So maybe she's been too busy to even contact me. And before I speak to him, there is another location I want to go to where I spoke to a lady and she said to ask her husband, but her husband wasn't around. I think he was on the dinner break. But both, I've left my phone number and email, but both of them not contacting me yet. So I'm going to go and pester them and ask them, if they thought about it and, if I can dig on their land. The lady I spoke to, she said speak to her husband, I say, but he wasn't around. That's not too far from where my main permission is. It's about a 10-minute walk, 15-minute max. Depends how fast I walk, you see, kind of thing. But if I can get there, he has got probably about 5 to 10. I'll probably reckon about 5 to 10 acres, maybe. I don't think it's as big as the one I've got at the moment, 7 acres. But to do that field that he's got at the back of his house, it will probably take me, if I went there constantly, at least a week, maybe a bit more. So I want to try to get that one as well. And if I speak to Dan, if I can get to see him and speak to him again, and he says, yeah, I'm going to try to find out where it is. And then once I find out where it is, I'm going to have to find a way of getting in and doing that. So I'm hoping to try to get some more permission by the end of the year. Hopefully. Don't know if I will or not, but I hope to. And then where Dan's location is, his private land, where he said he's got 20 acres. There is another farm near there, and apparently he's got hectares of land. So I'd like to try to get permission on there as well. And a lot of people said, he's an okay guy, but even an okay guy can turn around and say no. So, I did speak to a few other people before I spoke to Dan, and a lot of them said that they'd love to let me milk detect, but their land is not private. It's rented land from the council. So unless the council turned around and said, as long as the landowner okays it, then go ahead. But I've got to go back and find out I think it's Surrey Council, I'm not sure. But I'm going to give them a ring Monday or Tuesday and see what they say. And if they give me, to go, okay, go ahead, and say, well, it is our land, it is rented by the landowner, but it's up to the landowner to give you permission. If they say that, then I can ask them to send me an email so I can print it out, and then I can just go knocking on doors, and hopefully some of the other tenants might be able to give me permission as well. I've noticed on the way to my permission, where the bus turns right, if it hadn't turned right, you can see in the distance massive fields, kind of ahead of me. So I'm thinking about go down there sometime in the next couple of weeks, and seeing if there's any farmer owners I can speak to down there. But I think that might be council land, I'm not sure. But I'll have to go down and check it out. And even on the way to my permission, there's on the main road you can see farmland. So I'm going to try to stop there on the way home one day and ask, some of the people, if they own that land, and if they do, if I can get permission to do that. I didn't think there's going to be that much land where I am, but there is quite a bit of land. So, so I am trying to get permission to do those as well. But as I say, tomorrow we'll be with Alan. Saturday will be on my permission, and Sunday I'm going to go somewhere else. The third one, I have been there, but I've been using my old Instantly milk detector. But now I've got the Gold Hunter. What's it called? Gold Hunter. The one I got from Alan. I'm going to take that with me and try that on another location I've been to several times before. On that location, I have found a couple of modern day coins. I found a load of old King George coins there, a whole shoe, lead, just general, junk kind of stuff. So I'm thinking of going to go there on Sunday and see what I can find with the bounty hunter, not gold hunter, bounty hunter. But yeah, I'm going to see how that goes as well. So I'm thinking doing a marathon, a 3-day marathon kind of thing. How many hours I'm going to be doing each day, I don't know yet. Tomorrow will probably be about 3 hours, maybe 4 max with Alan. Saturday, at my permission, I'm going to do at least 4, minimum of 4 hours there. Because when I went there last week, I took my Instantly milk detector, and I was having serious problems with it. What I was getting was shadow iron, and that was it. It was only till 3/4 way through the day, when I was actually detecting, I realised my bloody sensitivity was all the way down. So it's just picking up strong iron signals and anything on the surface. And it was only until I realised I had to turn the sensitivity all the way back up, I started getting hits. But some of the hits I couldn't bloody well find, I don't know if it's just small finds it's picking up, or, I just wasn't pinpointing it properly with the detector. I don't know, but I was getting really annoyed with it. So I decided to pack up and come home early. But instead of coming home early, as I say, I went looking for more permissions, which I've still not got yet. But there's hope, I suppose. they might turn around and say, yeah, if I go there and ask them again, keep pestering them, you know. Even if they say, well, like, I've not thought about it, you know, I'm going to see if I can get their phone numbers and, like, say, well, you know, can I give you a ring in a couple of weeks' time? And, like, you know, maybe you might have, like, thought about it then, or wait till the new year and go in the new year and ask them again. You know, I don't know yet. You know, I don't want to be pestering too many people because they might get the ump. And, you know, if they do know other farmers with land, they might say, well, this guy, you know, being a bit of a pain in the arse, you know, I don't need him detecting your land. So I don't want to be actually like pestering people. I did watch a video not long ago where they do state, you know, it's better to go knocking on the door than actually making a phone call, because at least they can actually see you for the person you are. And, you know, if they like you, they're going to say, yeah. If they don't like you, they might turn around and say, no, bugger off kind of thing. So, yeah, so Saturday I'll probably do about till about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I'll pack up and go back to these possible landowners and ask them again and see if I can get permissions. If I don't get no permissions, I'll wait till the new year and try somewhere else. And then Sunday, I'm going to go to the other location where I've been, you know, several times. One of my little haunts. But as I say, you know, it depends on how much money you've got on my bus travel card, you know, because I think I'd like about a tenner, I think it is. So tomorrow, I think that's going to be like £4. I see. No, I felt I probably got enough to do the marathon. I'm not sure. The third one, you know, I could walk it, and it'd take me about 45 minutes to walk there. But if I jumped on a bus, it'd only take me like 15 minutes to get there, kind of thing. But then, you know, I've got like another 10-minute walk from the bus stop to that location. So, we'll just see. Hopefully, you know, I can do the marathon. If not, if I don't complete the marathon, then, you know, I'll have to start again, you know, kind of thing. Possibly next month. And see how that goes. But yeah, you know, there's going to be 3 videos up as well. So when I do the hunt tomorrow video, I'll be up on that tomorrow night. Come home, upload that, clear the date on the actual memory card, make sure my camera's all set up and charged up for Saturday. Go out detecting Saturday, come home, upload the video, and then do the same on Sunday. Because I've been keeping an eye out on the weather, and, you know, with the BBC weather, it's just been like a right pain in the backside. 1 minute it's saying like dry, next minute it's saying rain, next minute it's overcast. But tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and even Monday, it's going to be dry. Friday, tomorrow, sunny and intervals, all the way through the day. Saturday, light cloud until like 9 o'clock. Well, I'll be home before 9 o'clock. I've got to be home by 6 because I've got my kids coming around to see me tomorrow and my grandson. Sunday will be just like tomorrow, apart from there won't be no rain tomorrow night. And Monday is going to be sunny intervals. It's supposed to be sunny all the way, well, kind of like either sunny intervals or dry until Friday the 6th. Friday the 6th is going to be like overcast with rain. And then Saturday 7th up till Wednesday 11th is supposed to be like dry, possibly a little bit cloudy. So, you know, I'm definitely hoping to get out and do some metal detecting. I wanted to go today, as I say, but I was so tired, you know, I couldn't sleep. And it just like kind of like really pissed me off that I couldn't go today. Because I would have started the marathon today, actually, but I didn't. So I'm just trying to install some software on this bloody laptop, but it's not having it. Oh, it's a real. Why not? I ain't worried about that. Well, hold a minute. I've just got to check on. Why did that not? Oh, hang on, it did. Oh, BC. Yeah, I don't know why it's not installing some software for me. That's my backup laptop. And I'm trying to install Xbox Connect software on it, but for some reason, I had Windows 7 on there, and it did work with Windows 7, but it's like kind of lagging out all the time. So I tried to install Windows 8 on that today, but it wouldn't let me install Windows 8. So I've now got Windows 10 on it, and now it's not letting me install the Xbox Connect on that whatsoever. So I'm having a bit of an issue with that at the moment. The reason I want Xbox camera on my laptop is for, like, ghost hunting. We use that, to try to pick up. That's kind of like matchstick figure with the 360 camera, which a lot of people use. But for some reason, I just can't get the bloody software to work on there again, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I do not know why it would not let me install Windows 8 on there whatsoever. No, it's letting me install Windows 10 on there, but not Windows 8 or 8.1. It'll take Windows XP and Windows 7 okay, but it just don't like Windows 8 on there. And I'm not using the original power supply on this one as well, because this is for my little kind of like woodworking tool. So I'm using a different power supply because this one, is adjustable. You can actually turn the voltage up and down. So I'm on full voltage on this one to get the laptop working. If I move that out of the way, just accidentally knock it, then it's going to power off the actual laptop. So I need to get a proper power supply for that one and another battery. It's got a battery in that one, but the battery's dead. So that one, I need to get fixed up probably in the new year. I've got another one, but that's going to someone later. Hopefully. So I just got to try to work on that one. I ain't going to bother with it, today or tomorrow or whenever. I've done what I need to do on it for now. I've got a new operating system on there. I just have to try to figure out why it's not installing the Xbox Connect software on there. Yeah. So I also want to start backing up some of my video files on there as well, to be honest with you. All I've got is Windows 10, Zone Alarm, and Chrome. That's all the software I've got on there at the moment. So, and it's only a 250 gig hard drive on that one. Not like the one I'm going to get rid of. I think that's like 320 gig. I think. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But yeah, the other one does need a battery, which I'm hoping to order next week. But that, ordering the battery for the other one, if I order that Monday, that ain't going to be until probably Wednesday or Thursday. But then I've got to make sure it's the right battery, because I did see the battery on eBay a few weeks back, and I contacted the guy who's selling it. I said, is this the right one? He goes, well, I don't know, because this battery can fit many different laptops. He goes, you'll have to send me the specification, and photos and stuff. So I've got to take photos of the other laptop, and underneath it, where the battery fits in, so he can send me the right one. So I don't want to be ordering one that ain't going to be the right one, kind of thing, because it's just going to be too much hassle. Keep returning stuff. But the one I'm getting rid of is actually more powerful than that one is. That's not i3. That one is yeah, that one I'm hoping to get rid of. It's an i3 system. This one here is a AMD E300. It's only 1.3 gig processor. That one up there is a lot more powerful than that one is. But yeah, it's that same kind of size, 15-inch monitor. That's what I'm getting rid of. That's the battery what I need to get for it. Once the battery's in there, that'd be okay. I've got a power supply for it. It's not original power supply. It's a Toshiba power supply, but it does work on this one because I've got all the software to work on it. This one does have Windows. Can't remember what one this is about actually. Hang on, let me have a look. I can't remember. Yeah, Toshiba. Now I've got to find a power cord for it. Where is the power cords? Right, there's a power cord for it. So that's got to go with the power pack anyway. That's another thing, I've got to order another power cord because most of my power supplies have that kind of power cord on it. So let me tell you what this one is. No, it works okay without the battery, but I don't want to be selling. You will get this come up. What you have to do is just press F2. No, hang on, wrong one. Oh, let's turn that off a minute. It won't even do that when it's got the battery in it. It's only doing that because it's got no battery at the moment. So F1 low default values, F2 to 1. So if you press F1 even without the battery, it says like launch setup repair because that's got no battery. The reason why it's doing that because it's got no battery. So if you go like that, it's going to load up. Right, I think it's got Windows 7 on it. I'm not sure. CD-ROM is on that side. The only problem with this one, the F4 key is broken on there. Now, what I'm trying to do is sell at least this, try to get money to pay some of my bills off. CD-ROM might keep popping out, I don't know. I think it's because it was leaning against my chair just then. Yeah, it's got Windows 7 on this one. It's got the Xbox software already set up. It's got the icons set as like medium, but you can set them as small. The Xbox Connect software is there underneath Google Chrome. But on here it's got Ghostbox apps. I still need to actually put some more in, but I don't be doing it while I ain't got pop battery in at the moment. But it's got like Afterlight, Andrew's Ghostbox app, Flux Ghostbox, Bank apps. The Realm Ghostbox, I'm not sure it's working on it. I think I need to reinstall that. Paranormal Detector and Paranormal Spirit Box Radio. Because this one actually is loading up, but I think it sometimes crashes. So I might have to reinstall that one. Yeah, crashes on that one. Might not even be compatible for Windows 7, that one. So I'll have to uninstall that later. Control panel, system. So let me see what it's running. Right, it's the Pentium dual core CPU, T4300, 2.1 gigahertz, or 2.10 gigahertz, 2 gig of memory that can be updated. It's only running the 32-bit operating system. It's not actually running the genuine Windows 7. I think I have a CD key for that anyway, so I'll check that out before it goes out. But it works okay, you know, without a battery. But, you know, I want to get a battery for it. It's got PC Tools virus, antivirus, Ghostbox apps, the Connect software, Google, CC Cleaner, and the Abdo redirects. Don't know if there's any other programs on there. The actual hard drive's been partitioned into two. Right, Internet Explorer. I think it's got some games installed on it. Yeah, it's got Chess, Free Cell, Hearts, Mahjong. So it's got some games on it. You know, the general, normal Microsoft games on there. Connect drivers, Microsoft.net, Windows Defenders on there. It's got Windows Media Player, Photo Viewer. It's got the .NET config files that you need for the actual Xbox Connect. Got a program called DVD Maker, so you can actually copy video files and make it into a DVD file. And that's it, you know. Didn't want to put too much on there because it's not even a 200 gig, it's like a 100 gig hard drive, 110 gig. And Tiny partitioned it. It actually makes a third folder which it hides to keep the backdated like Windows software installed. So if you have problems, you can actually do repair. But it's got 55 gig on that one and 55 gig on that one. The first drive is actually halfway filled, but you can actually install programs onto drive D. What you've got to do is when you install it, point in the drive D, then actually install the software on drive D for you. But what I was doing, I was like using drive D for like, you know, backup files like downloads, you know, keeping a copy of the download, keeping a copy of video files and photos and stuff like that. And that's what I'm planning to do with that one actually. But the Xbox Connect software works okay on that one. Tried it last night, works perfect on Windows 7 Ultimate. But on the other one I'm trying to work on, my original backup laptop, I've had to install Windows 10, but it's still not allowing me to actually put the Xbox software back on there, which is a pain in the arse. All right, Milk Detection UK, how's it going? Now I'm just getting away from laptops anyway. Yeah, you know, some of the video files I'm trying to keep on the laptop because I want to try to like mess around with the video files. So I've actually installed on my PC Filmorama 9, full version. It's not the demo, it's full version. It's pretty good software. You can actually get Filmorama 9 for £1.50 on eBay with the serial key to make it like a full version. So what I want to do is install it on there and muck around with it on there. So like start mucking around with it on the PC, like kind of thing. Although Filmorama is installed on here, I want to install it on the laptop as well. And all my metal detecting videos, I'm going to try to start using the laptop to actually edit it, which I don't really like doing. I don't like editing my videos. I'd rather kind of upload them as raw files. But I am going to start mucking around with Filmorama a little bit later on and see how good that is. And if I don't like it, I've only lost £1.50 for a full version. So I'm hoping also next year, because like my sister might let me go down to Kent and stay there a couple of days. I'm hoping to go down there with my metal detector and do some detecting down there. In front of the house, she's got a really big field, which I remember when I was like a youngster. We used to play a lot of football on there. And they've not really done much to it apart from like kept it clean, by cutting the grass down. So I was thinking about going down there and doing a bit detect on that field. Just hope that none of the neighbours start complaining. But I'll probably set it as like shallow digs and not deep digs if I do that field. It's probably about the size of a football field actually. So I want to go down there, and behind that. There used to be an old mental asylum, and I believe that some of the fields are still there. The mental asylum got knocked down in the 70s, I think it was, 70s, 80s, and they built a residential estate there. So I'm hoping to go and do a little bit on those fields. But the last time I went down here, the fields where we do ghost hunting, me and my nephews, the grass was like 6 foot tall, kind of thing, It's like trying to fight through a bloody a jungle. So I don't know how often they cut that grass, but there are other fields, further down, like another big football pitch. Well, actually, it's more like 3 football pitches that I could probably go and detect, around the edges. I don't like to detect on the actual pitch itself. And they've actually got, I believe, like some kind of building there where they probably go in and do the, like changing and stuff like that. All right, Adam. So I'm thinking about doing a marathon, a metal detecting marathon, starting tomorrow. Meeting up with you, doing our location, then Saturday doing my permission, and then Sunday doing somewhere, where I've been before. So it'll be a 3 day. But tomorrow I've got to be home by 6 anyway, because my kids are coming tomorrow. So, as long as we leave by about 3:30, like we did last time, then I've got plenty of time to get home. So it takes about an hour to get home, don't it, for me? Probably a little bit longer for you as well, I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, there's an Asus, ASUS, Asus laptop, that one. And they say that one is more powerful than that one is. Just that the hard drive on there is a bit smaller than that one, and I can't swap them over. So I don't have the special screwdriver things to actually undo it all, and it's a bit of a problem, the hassle of doing it. Yeah, you've got to take it to a store, because it's got to be, all this has got to be taken apart just to take. I'm going to do that. What is this? What's this? Is it? Oh, that's the CD one. Yeah, you can actually update your hard drive, but you've got to take it to the store to get it done. I can't remember if it's got a password now. I don't think it has got a password. Let me check on it. I think I took the password off. I just got to like get that little bit clean because it's got like sticky stuff on it. And I ain't got nothing to really clean it off, but it's not going to really make too much difference to the laptop. It's got a built-in webcam as well. Windows 7, as I say. The only problem with it is the F4 key, but no one really uses the F4 key anyway, so that's the only problem. The F4 key is dodgy. I don't think that's got a password on it. The only thing you'll need to do is set the Wi-Fi up if you're going to use it through Wi-Fi. And I can't remember how you do this through. Yeah, no password on it whatsoever, so that's okay. Yeah, it's got the settings on there for the internet, so all you've got to do is click on the little bar thing at the bottom, and they come up with like, you know, a list of your internet connections, and all you've got to click is your internet router and reset the password. So no password set on this one, so that's okay. All you've got to do is turn it on, and that's it, done. The only thing is, Alan, if I do the marathon, I've got to make sure I've got enough money on my travel card. Now, I've seen a review on the GoFind 44. And they got GoFind 11, GoFind 22, GoFor 44, and GoFind 66. Now, I think the cheapest GoFind 44 melt detector, and it's not a bad one. It's from like Minelab, and it's one that you can actually, like, you know, it's like a telescopic, and you just push it in and you fold it over. I was thinking about getting one of those next year because they do look good, you know. It's either thinking about that or getting a Garrett. Now, Garrett's seem to me a little bit kind of plasticky. I hate to say that, but it just don't look, you know, even the Bounty Hunter looks a bit better than fucking the Garrett. You know, the Garrett's got too many keys on it, you know, kind of thing, push buttons. I don't like keep messing around with buttons, you know, all that kind of thing. So I was looking at the GoFind melt detectors. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to get one, so I can't afford it anyway. But it depends on, you know, how my family, you know, acts. I might get some. I know I normally get money off my mum, but I've got to be very careful with my money, you know, especially next year, because you know, the money I'm on is so low. It's very rarely I can even afford to keep myself in food. But you know, and the money I probably would get would probably be in my bank account, you know, for backup emergencies for my food and night bills and stuff. But I've been keeping an eye out on the GoFind 44. The GoFind 11 is £99. GoFind 44 is 180. Right, 180 on Amazon. But I did see one on eBay, and that was at 168, I think, with free shipping. Yeah, 168. With like, well, you can save up to 5% with multi-buy, but I'm not going to be buying more than one anyway. So 168, and it's got the little LED kind of like flashy buttons at the top. The 11 and 22 don't have that. So I was thinking about getting one of those actually, because they do look, you know, nice little kind of like detector. I was watching a guy do his review of one. I wonder what he's doing. He's actually like comparing 3 different detectors. What one was it? South Coast Detecting. So yeah, he's actually doing a compare with the Simplex, the GoFind, and the Garrett 250. So if you want to watch that review on those 3 detectors, that's the link now. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like I can't sit here or stand here, trying to configure a goddamn metal detector. Time I finish configuring it and trying to understand it, be trying to fucking come home. I won't be able to do any detecting. I want one which is kind of more easy, and that GoFind does that kind of like easy. I think even the Simplex, the cheapest Simplex, I saw some guy get one, and he done a review saying, look, they've got it set up. It's like unpack, ready to go kind of thing. And he was getting some decent stuff, as it was set up already, kind of thing. He's still getting coins and like, I think he found some jewelry and, general trash and whatnot. So, the Simplex, I think it's like $299 though, which I really wouldn't be able to afford. But I wouldn't mind getting either the GoFind 44, because that does actually have a dongle. You can connect to dongle and have Wi-Fi headphones on it, I believe. But I don't like wearing headphones. Headphones make my ears kind of hot and sweaty and itchy. So, it's very rare I put headphones on. I do carry a pair with me now, to be honest with you. Because if I do get permission and they say, well, try not to make the metal detector too noisy because it might startle the horses or something, then I try to turn it down all the way down so I can just barely hear it. And if I don't want it that way, I just put my headphones on and suffer with the headphones. But, I've got clean snacks, but I've got like wax all the way around it. I need to clean that off. I can rub it off with my finger, but I think I'll have to get a cloth. As long as I make sure the damn thing's turned off and I don't get electrocuted. Yeah, but Alan bought a Garrett pinpointer, the Garrett Pro pinpointer, and I was watching some guy do a compare with the cheap GP pinpointers that you can get for about 15-20 quid. The Garrett pinpointer and the Bounty pinpointer, the one which I got, and my one cost £35. Now this guy was comparing all 3 pinpointers, and he swears the one that I've got outbeats the Garrett one completely. Now Garrett's got like 3 functions, so is my one. You got like on my one, you got the standard like bleep continuously turned on, or you got the bleep and vibrate, or you just got the vibrate. In each one, you got to like press the button to whatever you want on, kind of thing. But the Gold Hunter, I think it's called, pinpointer, he prefers that rather than like the Garrett. So that's the reason I bought it, because like that one, it doesn't give so much problems, and like these bloody cheap, nasty 10, 15, 20 pound ones don't last more than a month with me. They tend to just like, as soon as you turn it on, it's completely like just bleeping away, kind of thing. Even Alan had one of these, but the orange one. That's why he bought his Garrett, because he came detecting with me one day. It was more over his area, and he turned his one on and it just would not stop bleeping. So these cheap ones, they're okay for the first maybe week or 2, but then they just start malfunctioning and screwing up. So after seeing that review, I thought, well, I'll check out on how much it is, and if I've got the money, I'll buy one. And the Gold Hunter, I think it's called the pinpointer, 35 quid. And I thought, well, I've got money, but it's going to like really put me back on like, paying one of my bills and, buying a bit of extra food this month. So I thought, fuck it, I'll buy one. So I bought one. I've had it about a month and it's been pretty good. It's only packed up once because I think it was the battery at fault. Because with the one I've got, when the battery starts going kind of low on it, it will actually just like give you false readings and like do a continuous bleep. But as soon as you change it over, it's back to normal. So, but these ones, these cheap nasty ones, you can put any kind of battery in it. Well, like 9 volt, of course, but it doesn't matter what battery, 9 volt battery you put in there. In a Duracell one, they kind of like eat the battery power away rather quickly. For one, and two, as I say, they're not really stable, kind of thing. Sometimes these things don't even like pinpoint where your bloody find is, and the plastic on here, actually does wear away quite quickly near the head. Now I had this for about 2 months until the head started like kind of like wearing away, and then after that it just constantly kept like bleeping, even when you change the battery over. So what I'd done, I took this apart actually, which I can't undo because it's like stuck now. I actually took this apart and had a look inside of it, and it's just got like LCD, well, a PCB board about that long. Then it's got 2 pieces of wire, which is connected to a Ferris rod, and that's it. So I know what's inside of a pinpointer now, but I can't take that apart anymore because, as I say, it's stuck, and it ain't going to be repairable anyway. I've got an orange one which I did buy, and that packed up within a week of getting it, and that cost me. I printed out the actual return form, and I was going to get it ready to send it off, and suddenly it started working again. So I thought, well, I'll keep it for now, and if it does continue like packing up, I can still probably like return it because you should have a year's warranty on all your items anyway. So I didn't send it off for the refund or replacement. So I kept the orange one. Then I bought another cheap one, a green one, which I've only used a couple of times. But then I saw the preview or the review on the 3 pinpointers when they said the Gold Hunter one or what it's called, which was more better than Garrett. That's one I bought, and it is a good bloody pinpointer. So it's only given me one issue, and that's because the battery was like low on it, I think. But if I had the money, I would like to get a Garrett pinpointer, and I would probably like to get a Garrett. Like Anna's got the 400i, but my money is so low. It's like I'm barely afford to feed myself some of the times each month. So it's more like trying to like save the odd few pennies each week and put it into a jar and waiting until I've got the money to buy one. Unless I'll get money for my birthday and Christmas, then I could probably buy one then. But the thing being is that do I really need another milk detector at the moment? I'm kind of happy with the Bounty Hunter at the moment because it's bringing up some good finds. But what I'm seeing with the Go Find, that's pretty good as well. It's picking up a lot more stuff than people expect it to. So I keep in like a crackling noise in here. Like it's like an anti-static crackling somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, the only reason why I bought it off Alan, right, because he was actually going to be upgrading his one to a Garrett anyway, and I wanted another milk detector, but I couldn't afford, a full price one. So Alan gave me a really good mate's deal on his Bounty Hunter, and the only reason I had that because it's got the small 9-inch coil. I don't like these detectors with big coil, kind of thing, because like when you do actually pick the same cup, right? I don't really want to go up and get them both, but with the small coil, you've only got that small amount of kind of like ground to detect. When you've got a big coil, like a 12 or 14 inch, kind of thing, although it's picking up, you don't exactly know where that bloody coin or artifact's going to be. It's going to be within the 10 or 12 inch of the coil, surrounding kind of thing. And like with Clegg, the guy I like watching, he digs big holes, massive holes he digs. And I think why? It's mainly because he's probably got a big coil and he's probably digging the actual same length of what his coil is, kind of thing. And even when he does dig holes, he doesn't get them all the time. He's still got to keep digging. But I'm a person who don't really like digging big holes and deep holes. I don't really like to dig more than 6 inches if I can, naturally, to be honest with you. I have dug deeper than that, actually. I think I've dug about 10, 12 inches just to get something from hole. And after time, it's bloody junk, like a piece of lead or a tin can that's been squashed in the ground, from decades ago. An iron nail or piece of iron or something like that. I think one of the horseshoes I found was about 8 inches down. And as soon as I saw the actual piece of iron, I was just about going to say, sorry, I'm not going to bother. But I put my spade down and I just kind of pushed it up, and the whole thing kind of flopped out. And I thought, okay. And there's a horseshoe, and that's where I had one of my spills, I think. And that was about 2 months ago. But I did find a horseshoe over on my permission as well, being a paddock horse farm. I would have thought I would have found more than that, but I haven't. I found broken horseshoes, but I did actually find one full. I think it's a pony shoe, actually, pony horseshoe. And I do like finding horseshoes. Not that they bring me fucking luck. They do say find a horseshoe and put it the right way around, it gives you luck. Not for me, it don't. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend. Tomorrow, meeting up with Aaron. I've got some cans of cider instead of the normal fizzy drink. I feel like drinking them now, actually. Sorry, mate. I'm going to drink them now. So, yeah, we got Woodgate pear cider for tomorrow for our snack. I think he's going to bring some Scotch eggs or something like that, or sandwiches. I don't know what he's going to be bringing tomorrow. That'd be a mystery. I shouldn't really show you that, but hey, what the hell. But yeah, 10 of that each. He's going to bring the food. You're going to detect for a couple of hours. Then we're going to have a snack and a drink. Then we can go and carry on detecting for a while. We're going to go back to the same place we went to last time, but we're going to go kind of a little bit further to the left. Not to the right, because there's a traffic, like a busy roadway that way. And you're going to be picking up a lot of traffic. The sounds of the cars, motorbikes, lorries, and all that kind of crap. So I want to go more to the left. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stuff over there. Just like when we got there last time, I didn't think we was going to find anything, but we did. He found a few old coins. I found a few old coins. I found a silver 50% sixpence. So that is a 1939 one as well. So that made my day. Just finding a silver. I think it makes anyone's day as long as they find a bit of silver, or or a Roman, or a gold coin, or something, or a ring. The only kind of luck I've had is finding silver. I've still not found a Roman coin, and I'd love to get a Roman coin. When that'll be, I don't know. You know, I've asked people if they want to send me one, but not had no response on my channel. I'll put me an email down in case someone wants to say, hey Steve, I've got a Roman coin for you, I'll send you one. But no one's been kind enough or good enough to send me an email and say, hey Steve, you know, give me your name and address, mate, I'll send you one. But, you know, it is where, like, you know, probably one day I will probably find one. But, and it is, you know, nice to find your own one, to be honest with you. Like, you know, with my horseshoe, which I found over at my permission, I said to him, what would make my day is I've got a little bucket list, yeah? Three things I want to find on your farm: a horseshoe, a silver coin, and a Roman coin. And that would make my, you know, my year kind of thing, or my time being on that permission. Well, I found a coin, which was a flippence, 1836, I think it was, on his permission, on my permission. I found a horseshoe. Now I'm waiting for is the actual Roman coin. But if I find one or not, I don't know. No, I know that farm's been there, you know, quite a long time. You know, I've got access to the old maps.uk, and I've been trying to go back. I think the urges goes back to like the 18th century, so I don't know what was on there before the 18th century. But there has been some quite changes down there. You know, there used to be buildings got knocked down. Then it was just like normal farmland. Then more buildings got put back up. They got knocked down, and now it's just like on the side of his property. It's like woodlands and a bit of like open ground. So, but that's actually now run by the council. So, but you know, you just don't know what you might find. I don't know how deep a Roman coin would. Can't even say that. I wouldn't know how deep a Roman coin would be on his land if there is any. So that's why, you know, I might want to try to get myself another detector which actually has more depth to it. I don't know how deep a bounty hunter can actually go down to. I know I've dug down to about 7-8 inches, but I know some of the metal detectors can actually go further down than that. I've heard that some detectors can go down to 2 feet. But I don't want one where I have to dig down 2 feet. No way. Like just digging as it is, like, exhausts you. You know, gives you a bit of a backache. And poor Alan, with his bad ganky arm, he can't do a lot of digging anyway. I thought I was going to end up doing a lot of his digging last time, but luckily, no, he carried on. Like the Indus little soldier he is, you know, kind of thing. Using his right hand with this little dick spade, digging up the coins. I thought, yep. Well done, mate. Yeah, he didn't have to call me over once to help me to dig anything. Now, that's me. I'll probably be saying, oh, Alan, come and help me to dig this up, mate. And I'll be getting, you know, I'll be making him, like, lose his fine, you know, kind of thing. But the thing was, we didn't do a lot of videoing of each other last time. You know, did a little bit, but not a lot. Kind of like, we kind of moved away from each other a little bit, you know, gave us each other space so you weren't like protecting on, you know, like each other's like feet kind of thing. I even lost him at one stage, calling out to him, Alan, where are you? Where are you? I thought like something from the underground had probably like pulled him under and sucked him through a parallel portal universe or something. Because I looked around for him, I couldn't bloody find him. I had to call out to him about 3 or 4 times. But yeah, we're going to go back to the same location, but a little bit further to the left this time. Hello, Treasurehead. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by. Just saying, I might do a marathon this week. Meet up with Alan tomorrow, Outdoor Adventures tomorrow. Saturday, I'm hoping to go to my permission. And the Sunday, I'm going to go somewhere else. So it'll be like a 3-day kind of like marathon. And each day, I'm going to try to get the video up. But after Sunday, I'm probably going to give it a few days off, even though the weather's going to be good. I'll probably stay in for a few days, kind of recoup my energy, muck around with Filmorama 9. All the videos I will do over the next couple of days will be uploaded. I'll use Filmorama, just put the files together and join them together and upload it. I'm not going to do any kind of fancy editing because I still don't know anything about Filmorama apart from that. But when I do take a couple of days off, I'm going to start mucking around Filmorama with some of the files and see what kind of things I can do with it. I want to try to find out how you get that little Facebook kind of thumbnail come across the screen, and with the thumbs up kind of thing. I want to know how you do that. So it means looking at a few videos and seeing how it's done, I suppose. Yeah, the Bounty Hunter, I do like it because the only reason I liked it because of the small coil on it, 9-inch coil. I don't like the ones that I've got, in my Insta one, which is one of the cheaper models. The coil is that big, probably about 12-inch coil. And the MD 3010, that's also got probably about 11-inch coil, maybe 12. And I just can't seem to even with the built-in pinpointer, I like the coils which has got the cross on it, kind of thing. Two of my detectors have just got round coils, and you just don't know exactly where it's picking up that bloody fine, kind of thing. Let me just go and get one of them. Okay, I bought two in. Right, the first ever milk detector I bought was from Argus a few years ago, and that broke the day I actually got it. Would you believe? And I couldn't bothered to go back to Argus to get a refund. So the second detector I bought was this one. It's the MD 3010 Mark II. And that's the coil on it. It's not a bad small coil. So, when you're actually detecting, I'm still trying to figure out where the damn thing is. With the coils with the cross on it, I'm thinking that, dead center of the cross is where the actual coin is, kind of thing. And I did lose the nut. The nut broke off. And I was trying to get a new nut and bolt for this. Couldn't find one anywhere. So I decided to use a standard metal nut and bolt. And people's going, oh, it ain't going to work. It's going to, interfere with your fines and stuff like that. No, it didn't. I had done a video showing me using a standard nut and bolt on there, metal one, and it was not interfering with any of the fines I found. And I still got slagged off about it, kind of thing. And some other guy said that he's got a completely different detector, and his bolt broke, and he used a standard metal nut and bolt, and his detector was still picking up just as good with a plastic one than when he put a metal one on. So I don't understand why you can't get the plastic nuts and bolts for these detectors separately. Fuck, am I going to keep buying new metal detectors? So that's why I thought, well, I'll find a nut and bolt and stick that on. When I said, oh, well, I found a nut and bolt, it's a metal one. Oh, it's going to interfere with your detecting. You're not going to find nothing. all you're going to keep getting is like the bleeps on your nut and bolt. No, it worked. It worked. But that's the one I've got anyway. That's the first one I bought. Looks a little bit like a Garrett to me in one way, but it's not. But it's got like the settings up there similar to Garrett. And with this one, you can all do your sensitivity and stuff. Picking up my laptop. So it gives me the depth, which I like. That's the bit I like on this one, the depth, showing you how deep it is. Now, I've not brought my Bounty out in because it's in my bag packed up ready for tomorrow. But this is the other one. You can see the coil's bigger on this one. And this is my Intey, Intey, I-N-T-E-Y, Intey. Now, this was, I think that was around about, when I bought it, about 70 quid, 75 quid. Then I decided to get another one because I didn't think that one's picking up as good as I thought it was. So then I picked up this one for, I think it was originally about 80 quid. But you can now get these ones for about 65, 70. Again, it's got the nice, still kind of like signal depth meter, which I like on this one. It's similar to that one, but with the Bounty Hunter, it doesn't have it on that one like this. But I do like this one. But the other day when I was using it, I was getting really annoyed and pissed off because I wasn't getting nothing. All I kept getting was iron, iron, iron. It's until like 3/4 way through the the day when I was deciding to pack up, I had the sensitivity all the way down. As soon as I turned it up, I was getting hits left, right, and centre, but I couldn't be bothered to pick them up. So I kind of like dug the holes, filled the hole back in, and just left it like raised up a little bit. So when I go there Saturday, I'm going to go back to the holes with me Bounty Hunter and scan over it. Because what I want them to do, on my permission, is go through the whole 7 acres with one detector, then go back and do it with a different detector. And that's what I was planning to do. But what I wanted to do, just to check up to make sure I could do that, first part of the field I've done the first quarter, which I've already done with the Bounty Hunter, I took this with me. And as I said, I didn't realise the sensitivity was all the way down. And I was only picking up like bits of iron, like bars of iron, kind of thing. And kind of like close to the service nails and, tin cans and stuff. I wouldn't get nothing else, kind of thing. And they say, it was only until like near enough when I was getting really pissed off and feel like, that's it, I'm going to go home. I realised the sensitivity was all the way down. And I should have turned it all the way up. So when I've done the field with Bounty Hunter, the whole 7 acres, I'm going to go back with this one and see what I can get with that one. Then after I've done it with this one, I'll probably go back and use this one. But with this one, you can see the coil is bigger, which I don't really like on this one. I like a coil where it's got like the actual cross across it. So I think like with that, it's actually going to detect that find more of a pinpoint accuracy. But yeah, that is this one, it's got the biggest coil. That one's got the middle coil. And then the Bounty Hunter has got like more of a squarish coil. And that's the reason why I got that Bounty Hunter from Allen. So I like the coil on it. Now these ain't like interchangeable, which I wish they were. But this one's already kind of like built into it. Can't plug another one in there. It's built in. Can't plug the coil from that one into the Bounty Hunter because the actual connector is completely different. But yeah. So that's 3 detectors. I might, as I say, get the go find 44 maybe next year if I can afford it. Because I know my kids are coming around tomorrow and they said they might try to give me some money, but, I think they've already got me my birthday present. I'm not sure. So that's what I'm looking to buy. You know, maybe is the Go Find 44. You know, I would like to get a Garrett 400, but you know, you're talking well over 300 quid, which I would never be able to afford. I just wish someone came onto my channel and say, "Hey, Steve, let me sponsor you a Garrett." That'd be fucking mega. Even a pinpointer, you know, sponsor me something, guys, please. No, I'll do it honest review. Every time I'm out, you'll see it being used. You know. But yeah, the pinpoint, the Garrett, not the Garrett, the Minelab Go Find 44. Cheapest one on eBay is 168. And the cheapest one on eBay, yeah, that's the cheapest one on eBay, 168 with free delivery. Now, say if I had the money and I ordered it today, right, that would be here apparently on my birthday, December 2nd. But if I ordered one on Amazon, the cost on Amazon is more expensive, would you believe? Amazon, let me check on Amazon again. Yeah, 180, the cheapest one on Amazon. Someone said, like, you know, get the Garrett 250, but got too many buttons on it, you know, kind of thing. I don't really like too many buttons. Like, even with this one here, look how many buttons that got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With the that one now, it's only got 5 push buttons and the actual on and off switch. Can't remember how many the bounty hunter's got. Bounty hunter's only got about 4 or 5, I think. I was also looking at the one that Brad done, the Dr. Hawk. That looks interesting, but you know, that's only like £110 actually. But I really want to get one which is more compatible. You can slide it in like a telescopic type. And the only one I've seen, you know, telescopic is the Go Find. Let me send you a link. I'll show you the link to the actual second hand. Oh, what's that? Let me see, Steve. You can crack. Steve, you crack me up. Of course, I always crack you up. And that's why we like to have a laugh with each other. Happy birthday to you. Get a Garrett 250 great machine. Second hand 120 to 140. Yeah, but a Garrett isn't, you know, a machine which you can slide back in. You know, I really want to get one which is like telescopic, you know, because when I'm walking around with one of these in my bags, you know, you got that in your backpack and you got this sticking out, and it's like, you know, flapping away. You know, even with a carrier bag, you know, it's still flapping around. Many times I've got this caught up. Not just this one, even the bounty hunter. It's got caught up underneath the trees, or, you know, it's flapped around so much, moved around so much in the bag that, you know, it hits like a bus stop or, you know, a wall when I'm walking past it, you know, kind of thing. And it's like, you know, I just with the, you know, with the Go Find, it's telescopic, pushes in, and it leaves it go in my backpack. And I won't have to worry about the bloody rod sticking out, you know. That's the only reason why I want one, because it's telescopic. I think I've tried an air test on those, but I don't think you can do air tests on these, actually, to be honest with you. No. Unless you've got something underneath already, then you're like, you know, you're doing your air test. But go, look, I'll fed you. Go and sit down. I've not even eaten today yet, so stop pissing me around, cat. She's going up and down, left and right. This cat really doing my eating today. But I thought you can only do the air test with the more expensive ones, like, you know, the Garrett, the Minelab, and all the other ones. See, I can't do an air test in here because, like, you know, my floors are like wooden, and there's so many nails in this bloody floor. You know, in here, in the hallway, in the living room, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. You know, I just turned it on the other day, you know, to see if I could put a coin on the floor and see, you know, what the depth is. Before you put the coin on the floor, my metal detector was going off because of the nails. Oh, I didn't know you can do a test on all machines. I'll let you try that tomorrow when I meet up with Alan. Alan, remind me to try the air test tomorrow. Well, I do like the Insta one, but the only thing I don't like about it is it's the coil is too big. I don't think you can get smaller coils for that. I know with the Minelab and the Garrett's, you can get different kind of coils. And you can get like the waterproof coverings, you know, like Alan's got with his one and the bag. With that one, the Insta one, or NT, or whatever it's fucking called, I've not seen no kind of like waterproofing for it. I've not seen no different coils that you could use for it. So if I could get a smaller coil for that one, I'll be using that one a lot more as well. Because, you know, the coil on the actual Bounty Hunter is nice and small. I prefer that one. And I don't know if you saw my last video, but I was stating, right, the reason why people have to do so many like return trips to their fields, I've noticed a lot of people, right, when they metal detect, I know this is around the wrong way. Let's just turn this around. Why is it that when people go metal detecting, yeah, people actually, when they walk around, they're doing it in a curve, aren't they? I've seen a lot of people doing it in a curve. Now, if they're moving around, each time they're moving around the curve, you know, from left to right, they're actually losing out a lot of ground. Why don't they just like do it side to side? So that way you're not going to lose the ground then, are you? But when they're doing it like that, which I see many people doing, they're losing ground. They're losing that much ground. You don't know what's inside that part of ground you're missing out. That's probably why people have to keep going back and doing return trips. So that's why they keep losing stuff. You know? So that's what I'm trying to stop doing now. I'm doing it like in a kind of a circle kind of position. I'm trying to do it side by side now. So that way I'm not going to keep losing stuff. I'll let you watch more Treasure Ed videos, actually. If you ain't got subscribed to Treasure Ed, subscribing, yeah, it's got some good stuff on there. I'll have to keep an eye out more. See, that macro, that looks nice, but they're fucking expensive, man. You're talking about 700-800 quid, I think, aren't they? Now, where have I got 700-800 quid to come and buy a fucking metal detector at that cost? You know, to me, right, at one time I thought, you know, a metal detector is a metal detector. They all do the same thing. They detect metal. But no, some will pick up stuff deeper than the other. Some will pick up more metallic items than the other ones would do. Some are set like at different frequencies. Like someone told me the frequency of this one and the frequency to my Bounty Hunter, different frequencies. So the different frequencies are picking up different metallic objects, I suppose, you know, the depth. I got so lost, you know, how he was actually telling me in the side chat. I said, right, thanks, mate, I've got to go and cook my dinner. But, you know, I just wish that, you know, if I had the money, I would go out and buy, you know, another 1 or 2 detectors, but I just don't have the money. If someone was, you know, really great and willing enough to sponsor me one, you know, and give me one free, that'd be amazing, because then I'll be out with that quite a lot. I'll be doing a lot more videos with that and showing you all the finds I find with it. And then I'll also compare, you know, whatever gets sponsored to me to like one of those like me bounty hunter. Now, I'll probably try to take 2 detectors with me one day and say, right, this is what I'm getting on this one, this is what I'm getting on that one. It's like that guy who done the comparing of the 3 detectors, which I've put the link up earlier. He was comparing them on the beach, and each one was picking them up, but at different depths. Some were having problems, and while the other one was having, like, you know, picking up straight away. And I know that if you've got like a coin sitting up that way, you know, it's going to be harder to pick up, isn't it, really? And it doesn't matter what detector you're picking it up on. But if it's that way, you know, you're definitely going to be picking it up when it's actually flat. Now, I just wish a lot more, you know, finds would be, you know, like laying flat. But I watched a video not long ago, and they said even with a flat, you know, a ring sitting flat, sometimes people get more of a signal on a ring sitting upwards than it is flat, which I don't understand. So I'm still learning. You know, I've only been doing detecting for about 1.5 years, on and off. So, you know, I'm still trying to learn and understand. Yeah, that's what, you know, I can't understand, like, you know, I'm not trying to be funny, right? Yeah, but there's people out there, yeah, who are suffering like difficulties, yeah, like I am, for instance, yeah. Now, this is what I don't understand with sponsors. It's because, like, you know, the people who they sponsor has, like, you know, a bigger channel, views, subscribers. And, you know, if they sponsor someone with that, then they know that they're probably going to get more interest, right? But why don't they sponsor some of the smaller channels as well? Now, I've only got like 300 viewers or subscribers, and sometimes I only get 10, 20 people viewing me. You know, but, you know, over time, you know, people are going to watch the videos and understand what, you know, detectors are doing. Now, I've noticed people who's been sponsored are people with like bigger channels. Like, I'm not trying to be funny with That's Brad. You know, That's Brad had a go at, he had to sell his go at, yeah, because of the financial problems. Now, his channel is bigger than mine is, yeah, but he got Dr. Hawk send him a detector, and I think he got it free, right? Because I suppose they felt sorry for the guy. And I did say on one of my channels, oh, if someone, you know, is, you know, willing enough to help him out, you know, why not help him out? You know, let him get another detector. Well, he actually did get another detector. And not only that, he just done another video that he got another Dr. Hawk one, but a kiddies one, which I suppose they've given to his kid. Now, I don't, you know, when they actually give you a detector, I don't think they just say, you know, test it out and like send it back. I think they give it to you to keep so you can test it out and show the finds and, you know, give an honest, you know, kind of review on it, you know, kind of thing. But I don't see many like lower channels getting any sponsors, which I think is unfair. You know, and like, I know it's like some people would say, well, you're begging in one way. Well, you're not, you know, just asking for that little help, you know, if you can't afford one, you know. But, you know, they must be making thousands and thousands of pounds on, you know, where people have got money. Sure, they can give a few out, you know, free to people who are having, like, you know, this hard financial kind of like setback. You know, someone say, well, you got 3 detectors there. You got your bounty hunter, and you got these 2. Yeah, so if I want to go out and be more professional like some of the other people have, you know, I know it means like trying to get more permissions, but, you know, to get the more better finds, you need more better equipment, don't you? And I can't see any of these big companies turn around and say, you know, I watch your video, I can understand where you're going, you know, let me sponsor a detector, let me sponsor a pinpointer, let me sponsor like a backpack or, you know, whatever. No, let me send you a Garrett hat or a Minelab hat. It's so hard trying to get sponsors. I've never had a sponsor. I reckon if my channel was growing and I'd like probably like 1,000 views a day or something like that, and I'd like probably like 500,000 subscribers, I'd probably be sponsored left, right, and centre. Of course I would. So that's how they do it. Well, that channel's got 5,000 subscribers and he's getting like 400 views a day. Oh, let's sponsor that guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some like interest in their products, and if we say, well, like we give them a 10% discount if you like use this particular channel's name, which I don't really bad, then they will probably still get custom anyway. I've got one paddock. There's farms all around where my permission is here, and I still can't get another permission. Now, I'll tell you how I got my permission here. I've been doing my local common, right? And as I say, and I've got the document, which I downloaded, the actual bylaws. I got caught on the common, digging a hole by one of the guys, right? And he said, you can't be doing that here. I said, why not? He goes, no digging allowed. I said, well, I'm only like making a small hole and I'm covering up. No matter, you can't be digging on here. I said, well, where does it say that? He goes, on the bylaws, on the actual information boards, when you come into the common. I said, I've read them, it's not on there. Yes, there is. No, there ain't. Yes, there is. So well, I'm not going to argue here, but I'll pack up and I'll go. And it's only because he asked me to leave. I didn't want to come home. I wanted to find somewhere I could go and milk detect. So I jumped on the bus, and I went further out, further out. And I was looking for some, kind of like other woodlands I can go into. And as the bus was going round, I saw like this kind of entrance to this kind of woodland. So I thought, well, let me go a bit further down. If I can't find anything, then I'll jump on another bus and come back up to that woodland. But as I was going down, I saw another entrance, and I think that was going to the same woodland. So I jumped off, and I kind of went in, and there was a woodland there, and I started detecting there, but all I was getting was like junk. And I mean junk, like tin cans, bottle caps, pull tins, bike wheels, all the junk. I think I found one coin, which was a modern day, and I thought, I ain't going to do this. So I carried on walking around, and I actually did lose my head cam, but I went back and found it. But before I kind of lost my head cam, I kept walking around, and I found this really big kind of field. It's got a load of tree. It looks a bit like an orchard in one way, yeah. I thought, maybe I could try this, but the grass was like, quite high, so it would have been very difficult to like detect there. So I thought, nah, I ain't gonna bother with that. So now, as I came to the edge, I saw like a footpath, but it's kind of like back into the woods which I just came from, but a different part of the woods. Same woods, but I didn't know at the time it was the same one. So I climbed over the barbed wire, went on a footpath, followed it down, and I come to like a T-junction. So I could either gone left or right. So I went right and I followed it down, and it led down to these football fields. So I went to the football fields and I started doing a little bit around there. I found a couple of like King George coins and a little modern day spill. And I thought, I wonder where that goes. So I followed it down, and it was a horse paddock. Now, the gates were open and the car was there, and I called out to see if anyone would answer, but no one answered. So I thought, well, maybe he's over in the field somewhere, And I didn't want to be trespassing. So I've kind of like thought, now, leave it. I might as well go home. So I turned around, and just behind me, there's a main road. So I walked down, and I saw this police officer. And I said to I called the officer over. I said, excuse me, mate, who owns land around here? He goes, well, some of them is actually owned by an Arab person, yeah. But he's like, in Arab, somewhere abroad. Some of it's like private land, some of it's like council land, But I said, well, I tried trying up, like I just saw one up there, but I'm not getting no response. He goes, if his car's there, he's going to be there. He goes, what I would do is go back, and if the gate's open, just go through and call out. I'll guarantee you he's going to be there. So I took the word of the police officer, right? And so I said, all right, I'll go back up and give it another go. Lucky I did, because when I got back up there, I went through the gate and I called out. These little fucking like dogs came running up to me and started barking. I'm going, hello, anyone around? And suddenly I see this guy's head pop out from a building. He goes, yes, mate, what can I do for you? And I said, I'm sorry to bother you. You know, I don't know if you can help me or not, but I'm trying to find some land where I can do some metal detecting. You know, I'm not having no luck where I live because it's all council land and I've been kicked off and I don't be breaking any laws or anything like that. So I've had to come further out from Streatham area and I want to find, you know, someone who's got some land that I can detect on. He goes, well, funny enough, I used to have a guy here detecting, but he died. I said, oh. I said, did he find much? He goes, yeah, he found a few things. I said, look, you know, I'm a nice guy, you know, if I just want to know if you can give me permission to dig here. You know, I will cover my holes up, and anything I find at the end of the day, if you're around, I'll show you what I find. And you know, I said I ain't got with me at the moment, but I've got some forms indoors. You know, like it's a form where you know it's like an agreement contract. Yeah, I can if you give me permission, I can bring that with me, and you know, all you got to do is fill it in because it you know covers up you know the liability of £10 million on with the NCMD, National Council of Metal Detecting. So he goes, you know, he's standing there, kind of like pondering away. He goes, you know what? Yeah, all right, why not? You want to detect you a detective? I thought, wow, fucking hell. I was really happy that he said, yeah. So I said, look, mate, I can't do it now. Although I've got my detective, you know, it's getting a bit late now, you know, and I suppose you're busy. I said, like, you know, can you give me rough ideas what time you turn up, you know, kind of thing? He goes, well, I'm usually, you know, about 11, 12 o'clock. So I said, all right, well, what I'll do is I'll bring my form next week when I come up. And, you know, if you want to fill it in, you can fill it in. Because then that way you're covered for any kind of damages I do. Or, you know, if you just want to do a verbal, you know, you might not be covered for the insurance. He goes, well, come back next week and we'll talk about it. So the following week I went up there. And, you know, he wasn't there at the time, so I had to wait around. I spoke to a lady and goes, oh, we might not be there till like 2 o'clock. So I did go, you know, waited. And when he did turn up, I pulled the form out. He goes, actually, I don't want to fill the form in, but yeah, you can still metal detect here. I thought, fuck that. So I said, it's a verbal agreement. He goes, yeah. I said, right, thanks so much. So I've got his name, I've got his phone number. And I said, like, you know, is it okay if I come up, you know, on, you know, just a random time and day? And he goes, yeah, that's all right, you know, just let me know if you can, or like, you know, just pop up. And if I'm not there, you know, just wait around until I get here, then you can detect. And that's what I was doing for like 3 weeks. Then, like the 4th week, he just said to me, look, if I'm not here, just climb over the gate, mate. So that's what I do. I climb over the fucking gate. Well, I don't climb over the gate. What I have to do, there's another little part of the exit because like most of his land, what he's got, you know, the little metal fencing is wired up to electricity because it stopped. Apparently, one of the two horses has escaped in the past, so he's had to put like electric fencing up to stop them jumping. But one of them still gets out on the odd occasion, apparently. So he said, well, look, you know, there is a little part, you know, where you can go around the back and all you got to do is cross, you know, like jump over the fence and that's not, you know, wired up. So that's what I do. And any time I go up there, if he's not there, I can just like jump over the fence and detect whenever I want to, you know, kind of thing. Sometimes he doesn't get there till about 11, 12 o'clock. But when I go there, I try to get up there for about 9 and then like detect. When I hear him or see him, I'll probably pop over and say hello. Oh, I'll catch you later, Alan, yeah? See you later. See you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. You know where? Normal place. Don't be late. No excuses that the trains are running late. Get there early. Wait for me for once. But yeah, as I say, like, you know, the guy's been pretty good for me. The things I have found, you know, especially the coins, have been either too cruddy or you can't really see nothing. And I really wanted to say thank you to him. So what I've done, I just pulled some out of my little collection and I gave him like a silver sixpence, um, one of the old like 1910 George King coins, and I think it was like a footprints as well. I gave him those, uh, and I gave some musket balls because I did find a musket ball on his land, and it was like, wow, you know, that's fucking crazy. It shows how old, people have been on this land for. And I was explaining about the musket balls, like the lead and the iron ones, and the one I did find was the lead one. So I gave him that. And the following time I went up there, I gave him some coins and I gave him some more musket balls. And I explained like the lead ones were like, you know, probably 16th, 17th century. Then they started doing iron around about late 17th, early 18th century because I was running out of lead. They did try, which I did research on, they tried to combine lead and iron together to make musket balls, but it wasn't working out properly. So after they started running out of lead, they actually moved on to iron. And you can tell what ones are what. You know, the lead ones are, you know, like the greyish type, and the iron ones tend to turn out like a whitish colour. So, you know, I gave him some musket balls and he's well happy with that. And then last week I went up there and I treated these horses to a great big bag of carrots. I bought his dog some treats and I bought his hens and chickens some birdseed. And he goes, oh, you shouldn't have done that. I said, no, it's just like appreciation, mate. And I know he wants to do like the driveway with some chippings. I said, look, mate, you've been good enough to me to let me detect here. When you do that driveway, let me know what day you're doing it. If it ain't raining and shitty weather, I'll come and I'll give him a hand. So, you know, and on one of the videos that I saw where he explains on how to get permissions, you know, if you explain to people saying, look, you know, if you ever need a hand, you know, let me know and you'll be willing to do it. Tell them that you also like keeping an eye out on their property for like, you know, any trespassers, you know, any injured animals, you know, that kind of thing. Um, and that's what I'm doing with him, you know, kind of thing. And I have said that to some other people, like um, when I left early last week, I spoke to this lady, and she said to go and ask her husband. No, her husband wasn't there, probably gone on a dinner break or something. So I went back and knocked on the door, and I gave her like my phone number and like, you know, the agreement. Now I know a lot of farmers don't like the agreement things, yeah, but I did say you don't have to fill that in. Just a verbal agreement is okay, but you know, filling the contract kind of thing in, that does, you know, give me the liability of 10 million if I do any damage, like breaking a water pipe or, you know, do damage to your land or whatever, you know. And she goes, well, I do like, you know, doing gardening, but I don't like the digging. I said, well, I can help you to dig. That's what, you know, it's about digging. So it's no skin on my nose, you know. If you all want me to come and give you a hand digging a few holes, you can put some plants or some trees in your garden, I'd do it. Because, well, I've got like a garden. I said, well, you know, maybe the gardener's off sick one day or a week because he's got the flu or virus and you want to do some planting. If I've got permission here, you know, you got my number, just give us a call. He goes, well, I'd like to say, yeah, but, you know, you'd have to speak to my husband. I said, well, as I say, you know, he's not around, so if I give him my details, you know, can you ask him to ring me or send me an email? Now, I have my phone turned off all the time because I do have problems with my battery. So, you know, even if they rang me, they should still be able to leave a message on my voicemail, but I've checked my voicemail, nothing on there. Keep checking my email, nothing on my email. So when I go there Saturday, if I do finish early, I'm going to go back to those places I spoke to and see if I can like speak to the people and try to like get them to say yes. But I don't want to be pushing it, you know, kind of thing. If they say no, then fair enough. They said they'd think about it. Um, so I like to do the cold calling, you know, going to knocking on the door, and I don't like actually ringing them up. Now, even though I've got my permission, you know, with Ron, I've got his number, but I don't even ring him unless like, you know, there was an emergency, like if one of the horses were down on the ground or something, or I saw a horse escape or something, you know, kind of thing, then I'd definitely ring him up if he wasn't around. but I only have his home number. I don't have his mobile. So, but I said, I'll keep an eye out on your land. Any problems, I'll let you know. All right, I'll catch you later, Ed, yeah? If you're still there, sorry about that. I don't reach out after time. See, another thing, woodlands, right? Woodlands is not always owned by the council. Woodlands are owned by forestry commissions, and I have rang up a forestry commission asking permission, and they said no. And the reason why they say no? Because they don't want you digging a hole in case someone trips over it. It's like, the common when I was asked to leave. I said, look, I can understand people, some people don't cover their holes up, because I have sat some holes which weren't covered up. And the other day I was just walking past and I covered the holes up for you. I didn't have a movement detector, just walking through, having a look around. And I showed them, they go, well, that's what I mean, the holes. I said, yeah, but you can't prove that it's someone, metal detecting. It could have been someone digging a hole to get some worms to do the fishing, because you've got a little pond there, little lake. He goes, yeah, but it doesn't matter. I said, but the thing is, you got to consider, a lot of people are sensible when they're digging holes. They will cover them up. But yeah, you are going to get some of the arseholes who ain't going to cover the holes up, and that does spoil it for us. That's why we can't get permissions, on council land. But I said, look, we're not the only ones who dig holes. Think about the animals, the foxes, the rabbits, the wildlife that digs holes and don't cover it up. You can't turn around and say that was made by a human and someone's come along and tripped over and we get the blame for it. Now, I looked on my local Conservators website here. In 2016, they showed a picture of a hole that was dug, right? There wasn't no dirt around it. It's just one little hole. Nothing around it whatsoever. And they put that on, they blame metal detectors for that. And I said, well, how can I blame someone, especially like a metal detectorist, when there's no, proof there was a metal detectorist? Oh, I really can't, pissed me off seeing that, actually. But, there are some places you can metal detect, the only thing is Epsom Downs, right? You can metal detect there, but they only do 25 permits per year. It's first come, first serve. And it's £40 for the year, I think it is, for the permit, yeah? Now, let's say if I had the money and I put in for the permit and I've got the permit, it'd be very rarely I could go down there because it would cost me too much money to get down to Epsom anyway. And the other place where you can dig is Reading. In the Reading area, they've got about 30 locations, parks, woodlands, commons, open spaces you can actually detect on freely without no problems whatsoever. All you need is the permit, which is £10 for the year. And that's in Reading. And the council doesn't actually supply it themselves. You've got to go to a sports ground, stadium, to go and get the permit, because I rang them up earlier in the year, because I was planning to go there and get one actually, but then I realised the cost it cost me to go all the way to Reading, get a permit, probably do half a day detecting, and come all the way back. It would have cost me about 30-40 quid. I can't afford 30-40 quid to go detecting over at Reading. I could do it probably 3 or 4 times a year, but that's still 60 quid out of my pocket. And some of the actual metal detecting groups, I know they have a local get together in Warrington, which is on the bus about 30-40 minutes ride from me on the bus, yeah. So I was going to go to the last one actually, but I was so tired, I thought, well, I ain't going to make it. So I told them I ain't going to make it. And I said, look, the thing is, I can't afford to keep going to, the digs what you have, because like they're not local, they're fucking like all over the place, you know, kind of thing. Unless you've got someone who lives right next to you and so, well, look, you know, give us the £5 petrol money or £10 petrol money, I'll take you there and I'll bring you back. That'd be great, but you don't even really get people who's willing to give you a lift there or anything, you know. But I've not been to one of their groups yet, so we'll go to the group and, you know, try to meet up with a few people, you know, talk to them. And maybe if I give them the sob story saying, look, no, I don't drive, you know, I'm low, you know, income, I'd love to come on a few digs. And maybe someone might turn around and say, well, look, you know, if you was to meet up with me, you know, at a certain location, then I'd take you up there and bring you back. That'd be cool. But I think a lot of these things you have to pay for as well. You know, you got. I don't know if the place that does the group chats over at Warrington, I don't know if you have like a membership fee or there or not. But I know a lot of the digs, you know, even with the digs you've got to pay for. Now, I'd rather find my own fucking permissions, but I don't have to pay for it. I just wish the councils were a bit more lenient and let you like dig on certain grounds that ain't being used, you know, kind of thing. But they turn around and say, you know, especially like the Conservatives have said, like, you know, they're more concerned about the holes, and not only the holes, they're concerned about, you know, ripping up like species of plants, you know, which might be rare to the environment, you know, taking plants away and like destroying, you know, certain parts of the common or the woodlands or whatever. Other bollocks. I wish the government would like, you know, consider like, you know, lowering the power of the councils and saying, look, you know, because I come up with an idea, right? If they're all not, put it this way, if the councils turned around and said, look, you know, we will give you permission to milk detect, but we're going to, you know, do a permit which you have to pay like £10-20 per year for each year. And what they could do is do a website, right? And you apply for your permit on the internet, right? You pay the fee, and what do you do once you get your permit through? That when you go out, there should be a link to like a particular page where you say, right, okay, this is me, Steve Morgans, this is my permit number. I'm going to go and dig at so-and-so location on a certain time, certain date, and that's it. Then they know that you've been there digging. And if they get any complaints that, you know, that they've seen someone digging, at least you're covered. But if they see that, you know, you're not covered your holes up, then they can turn around and say, right, you know, well, you know, you said you was going to be here and you was there, you know, we saw you there and you didn't cover your holes up. You know, we're going to like suspend your, you know, membership. We're going to take away your license, and you know, you ain't going to be able to dig there or any, you know, or any, you know, I can't say now, or on any of our other land, you know, kind of thing. They should give people a chance, you know, to actually go and dig on the lands, but they don't even want to do that. But as I say, you know, the reason why, because a lot of other people who's got metal detecting have spoiled it for others, so they don't cover their fucking holes up. No, I reckon there's a good percentage of people who don't cover their holes up. You know, at least probably about 20-25%. And those people shouldn't have metal detectors, to be honest with you. They can't cover the holes up. Now, I cover all my holes up. They you know, they may not be as good as when I dug the hole, but at least I cover the hole up so no one can trip over and break their legs, or, you know, the horses ain't going to like cause any accidents. It's just fucking sickening, man. No, the council gets away with too much, and the council's just too much power hungry, you know. They've got too much free ability to do what they want to do. And now someone actually said to me on Facebook, right, a few months ago, oh, so you're going on land detecting illegally? No, because I've got permission, right? And some lands don't even tell you that you can dig or not. It doesn't matter if it's council land or what. You try your hardest to get permission, and you don't know where to go to on the internet to try to find out who owns the land, because sometimes lands never even given that information who owns it anyway. So you go there on the off chance that you might meet the landowner to do some milk detecting. Now, you could go to a piece of land, milk detect, and the landowner might come along and say, "Yeah, mate, you can't be doing that. Fuck off." Or you might say, "Hey, hang on, have you got permission?" "No, but can I have permission, please?" Because I've tried to find out who owns the land, and I've not found any information. But now you're here, you're saying you own the land. I apologise that I am here, possibly milk detecting illegally, but can I get your permission? And he'll probably turn around and say yes or no, kind of thing, Because I've done a lot of research on certain land, and it just don't tell you who owns it. It's only because when I was talking to, last time I was over at my permission, I left early because I was using my Inti, and it wasn't giving me any fines whatsoever because the bloody sensitivity was all the way down, and I didn't realise. But I went looking for permissions, and I come across this looked like a farm kind of building, it's like one of those stable things, yeah. And next to it is like an office. So I went and knocked on the office, and someone goes, "Come in." He thought I was someone else at first, but he goes, "Oh, I thought you were someone else." I said, "No, sorry, mate." I said, "This land here behind you, do you own this?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Great." I said, "Look, I don't know if you know what we at, but I'm trying to find land where I can actually milk detect." He goes, "Oh, right. Well, before you go any further, I'm afraid I'm going to have to say no, because the land behind me is run by the council, and the council will not give you permission to milk detect on any of their land." I said, "Okay, fair enough. Do you know any place where I can?" He goes, "Well, if you go up this road, there are houses that have little bits of land behind them. Maybe you can try those. But, I'll be honest with you," he said, "a lot of the land around here is owned by the council." He goes, "Look, if you was to contact the council, I'm pretty sure they'll turn around and say no. But for now, I can't give you permission because, we're under a trust, kind of thing, yeah. I'm not saying that, all the lands behind me is us, but we do own a bit of it, so I can't give you permission there. But if you walk around knocking on people's doors, I'm pretty sure you might get someone who would turn around and say, yeah." And I said, "Well, I do have a permission over that way. Do you know it?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Well, I do have one permission, but I'm trying to find more." So he goes, "Well, if you walk up that road, come out, turn left, walk up the road," because I was trying to find another particular location where I can get permission. And this guy, owns hectares of land. Never got to find it. I will go looking for it again, probably next week or whatever. Go up there without my milk detector and just walk around, trying to find places where I can knock on the door and say, "Look, do you own this land?" And if they say yeah, I'll try to ask them if I get permission. If they say yes, great. If they say I think about it, in future I'm going to be taking phone numbers, because every time I've asked and they said, "Well, we'll get back to you," they've not got back to me. So, I'm going to start getting fucking names and phone numbers in future. And I'm going to say, "Look, I knocked on your door a couple of weeks ago. I gave you my name, number. Maybe you've been too busy to think about it, but, I thought I'd give you a call." And, just kind of chase up and, if you decided that I can detect them or not, kind of thing. But I think most of the houses I did knock on the door said that, their land is rented by the council. They actually rent it from the council. But I did speak to one guy, Dan, I think his name was, and he goes, "Well, the land here is actually, rented by the council. We rent from the council. But I do have 20 acres, private land." I said, "Oh, mate, I'll tell you, you'll be like a wish come true in one way, if I can get permission." He goes, "Well, have you got some details?" I said, "Yeah." So I gave him my little hobby card and a copy of the NCMD agreement. And I said, all right, if you can think it over and let me know, my phone's usually off quite a lot because the battery's a problem. But, you send me a voicemail or send me an email, there's my email address. I'll be really grateful. I've only got one permission. I really want to find some new ones for next year. Because, you can only work on one permission, so many times. It was kind of understandable. And they said he'd think it over, but I've not heard anything from him for about a week. But then there's another one I spoke to. I was trying to find, what way to go around because he had like a front door and a back door, and I think the back door was the front door and the front door was the back door. So I was trying to find a way to get him in. This guy comes up and he goes, "All right, can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I was looking for some permissions to do metal detecting." I said, "Is this your land?" He goes, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Well, any chance I can get permission to metal detect?" He goes, "Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. We did have a guy metal detecting here. But we had to tell them stop because the land is actually run by the council. We just rent it. We didn't know that was breaking any kind of like terms and conditions with the council. Council had a little bit of a dig at us. So I'm afraid you can't detect here. Right? If it was my land, well, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd give you permission straight away. But I'm afraid to say no. So I said, well, thank you very much, for letting me know anyway. I appreciate it. And I wouldn't like to be detecting on someone's land, thinking, they ain't going to get in trouble. And if it is like, kind of like renting from the council, because I don't want the council coming down on your back, kind of thing. But I gave them a couple of my, little hobby cards, and I call them. They like business cards, but I call them hobby cards. And I said, if you know anyone who's got any land around here, maybe you can pass on my card, and, see if anyone can give me permission. They said, yeah, no problem. He goes, I'm sorry, mate. If we had this land, because we was thinking of buying it, but it's cheaper for us to actually rent it than buy it. But if we had bought it, then, we'd let anyone fucking detect on it. So, there's a bit of a back down, like someone said on another video I was watching not long ago, yeah. You could ask 50 farmers and you might get maybe one or two farmers that will say, yeah, out of 50. But then you might get, in another location, you might ask 10 farmers and all 10 farmers will probably say, yeah. I think it also depends on what the farmer, his attitude is and if he really wants someone digging on your land. And I really can't understand why councils, right, who have farmland, won't even let you dig on the farmland because, fuck me, man. They got to go and do, harvesting and stuff like that. They've got to cultivate it, they've got to cut it down and all that kind of stuff. If it's like someone who's got land and they're renting it from the council, yeah, what business is it to the council if the landowner lets you fucking detect on it or not? It's still going to be dug up in it when they like plant fucking crops and stuff. It just don't make sense. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get something to eat. I'm hungry. Not had nothing to eat today yet. So I'm gonna go and toast some bread and cook a tin of beans and sausages and some beans and sausage toasted sandwiches or whatever you call them. Well, it's like beans on toast, but it's going to be beans and sausages on toast, not a sandwich. So I'm going to cook that. And I'll catch you all later in the week. Don't forget, me and Alan's going out tomorrow, metal detecting. There'll be a video up tomorrow night. Saturday, I'm planning to go to my permission, so there'll probably be a video up then. And then Sunday, I'm going to go to another location. So there'll probably be a video up on that one as well. So it's going to be like a little kind of 3-day marathon, I hope. Depending on the weather conditions. If the weather changes, then the marathon will probably have to be cancelled off and start again another time. But for now, 3-day metal detecting, I hope. So cheers for coming on, and sorry I blab on. Sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm talking about sometimes. But appreciate you being on and sitting here listening to my bull crap kind of thing. Maybe I might have made sense to some of you. Maybe I haven't, maybe some of you have fallen asleep. But anyway, I'm going to go. And I'll catch you all later. Have a good weekend, everyone. Oh, I'm going to go and watch Akachiga. He's got a milk detecting video up on a river adventure. And I think Stealth Digger's got another video up as well. So I'm going to go and cook something to eat that, and watch a couple of YouTube videos, then try to get to bed a little bit early because I'm up early to go meet Alan tomorrow. So catch you later.